Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoyimla. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushai. Bahashim. Rakahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Jacques Hananawa, just coming at you with another quick lesson. Praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I wanted to touch on this article that a very interesting, because America is pretty much overall shooting themselves in the foot. But it says exclusive U.S. intel shows Russia and China are attempting to recruit disgruntled federal employees. So just think, some of these federal employees, man, they know some information. They got some info. They know things about the government, man, which is, just kind of silly. But, hey, and they probably going to offer them some very good money. It's not, this goes beyond, because, countries have spies. You won't even need spies, bro. You can just hire these people that the U.S. government just fired, and just come on in, man, and then they'll offer them an extra, $50,000, $100,000 a year, whatever the case, man. These people are just silly as hell, man. Anyway, foreign advisories, including Russia and China, have recently directed their intelligence services to ramp up recruiting of U.S. federal employees working in national security. See that? That's crazy, bro. You know the kind of intel they can get? You know the type of stuff that these people know? Some of these people know some stuff, man. It says targeting those who have been fired or feel they could be soon. And Americans are not patriotic. They're not like how they used to be. Because you've always had spies in America. You've always had Americans that would sell information to the highest bidder. Because these people are just greedy as hell. They're not really patriotic like that. And especially not these days. It says, according to 4 people familiar with recent U.S. intelligence on the issue in a document reviewed by CNN, the intelligence indicates that foreign adversaries are eager to exploit the Trump administration's efforts to conduct mass layoffs across the federal workforce, a plan laid out by the Office of Personnel Management earlier this week. Russia and China are focusing their efforts on recently fired employees with security clearances. Why security clearances? And probationary employees at risk of being terminated, who may have valuable information about U.S. critical infrastructure and vital government bureaucracy. 2 of the sources said at least 2 countries have already set up recruitment websites and begun aggressively targeting federal employees on LinkedIn, 2 of the sources said. And this is just Russia and China. They're going to end up somewhere because guess what? They need a job. They're going to need to work. And if these people are offering them, possibly, hey, don't worry about nothing. You can work from home. You ain't even got to ever come in. Should we giving you, hey, what was they giving you? How many weeks they was giving you on vacation? Or we'll double that. We'll triple that. We'll quadruple that. They're going to add, your company car? Oh, we got you. You don't have to worry about no groceries or gas or rent. We take care of all of that. Just come through and give your expertise. What did you know about this, and it? Man, this is a shit show, bro. It says a document produced by Naval Criminal Investigative Service said the intelligence community assessed with high confidence that foreign adversaries were trying to recruit federal employees and capitalize on the Trump administration's plan for mass layoffs. They're talking about laying off like 200 or so thousand people. I think it's damn near 100,000 already. I think they took the little whatever payouts and little shit like that. But man, this is stupid, bro. You driving your own people into the arms of your enemies, man. Okay, it says it added that foreign intelligence officers were being directed to look for potential sources on LinkedIn, TikTok, Red Note, and Reddit. At least one foreign intelligence officer directed an asset to create a company profile on LinkedIn and post a job advertisement, and to actively pursue federal employees who indicate they are open to work. The NCIS document says. It says that The adversaries think the employees are at their most vulnerable right now. Yeah, of course. Another of the sources said, out of a job, bitter about being fired, etc. And again, like I said, they're not very patriotic because, they're not going to be like, oh, well, no, how dare you? No, I'm not going to go and work for another country. No, they're going to go and take that money, man. People need to live. It doesn't take a lot of imagination to see that these cast aside federal workers with a wealth of institutional knowledge represent staggeringly attractive targets to the intelligence services of our competitors and adversaries, a third source familiar with the recent U.S. assessments told CNN. See, this is one of those, one of those things that Trump just, they're making shit happen before they think. They're not thinking like, you know what? Well, they just thinking like, oh, you're fired. They're not thinking about, okay, well, these people have expertise that we've trained them. We've actually trained. They've gone through our federal training. They know things. What do you think these people are going to do? What, they're going to go and work at McDonald's? You think they're about to go and take a fast food job? They're going to do what they know to do. You got people that, into cybersecurity, knowing about back doors into internet shit, and man, all kind of treasure trove of people, man, in this government, man, that know a lot of shit, man. This shit is stupid. CNN has reached out to the Office of Director of National Intelligence as well as the embassies of China and Russia in Washington for comment. The intelligence seems to confirm what was previously a hypothetical fear for current and U.S. officials, that the mass firings could offer a rich recruitment opportunity for foreign intelligence services that might seek to exploit financially vulnerable and resentful former employees. The Justice Department has charged multiple former military and intelligence officials for providing U.S. intelligence to China in recent years. But guess what? Well, shit, man, obviously they're going to have to move to wherever they're going to be working. They're not going to be able to stay here and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what they need to see what they're going to be doing too. They're going to be looking out for these people that actually work for the government, and if they're trying to, now the only way that they're going to be looking for these travelers, because you may try and reroute the travel. You know what I'm saying? You may not get a ticket directly to China or Russia. You might say, well, you know what? Well, we're going to Mexico on vacation, or we're going to, wherever on vacation. And, and from there you can get a ticket and probably hit one of these countries, but they're still going to be on your ass. But what can the American people, what can they do? Because you can't stop these people from traveling. What, you're going to revoke their passports and shit like that? Because once they get there, more than likely, they're not coming back here anyway, because it's going to be an arrest warrant out for the asses anyway if they're giving up whatever kind of information, man. But, I mean, it was just stupid, though. And it doesn't take much of a genius to set up shop at the crib. Some of these people, man, when it comes to this computer intelligence shit, man, these people are out there, man. They know some things. Okay, it says, where was we at? Let's get back here. The intelligence seems to confirm what was previously a hypothetical fear for current and U.S. officials, that mass firings could offer a rich recruitment opportunity for foreign intelligence services that might seek to exploit financially vulnerable, because they're going to need some money. These people got to live. Or resentful former employees. There's a lot of resentment in America. You got a lot of people out here, shit, they fucking marching and shit right now. They having protests right now. The Justice Department has charged multiple former military and intelligence officials for providing U.S. intelligence to China in recent years. Officials have been discussing the risk. Career officials at the CIA have been quietly discussing that risk and how to mitigate it in the recent weeks. Current and former intelligence officials previously told CNN. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, which is this new chick, woman, she shouldn't be there anyway. And they was talking about she was a damn security risk, by her getting that job. What the fuck she doing, a director of national intelligence, man? When the scriptures talks about, let me get a quick scripture. I know I'm kind of reading, but The fuck is she doing? She don't have no business being there. But this is America, and America is just falling. It's not looking good for America right now, man. I really got to say, with that fiasco that went on with Zelensky and Trump on national TV today for the world to see, and we'll see tomorrow. Like tomorrow was when you're really gonna see, the real repercussions of that situation. Because I have been seeing articles that's been, they like it's a shit show. It's not looking well for America. Kind of doing that guy like that on national TV, especially, their allies are gonna see that, and they already looking at America with that shit face already. Okay, but this is 1 Timothy 2:11. Let a woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So this lady, Tulsi Gabbard, if you're not familiar with who she is, this is her right here. She was in the military back in the days or whatever. But she shouldn't have had this job, man. Just give a picture. I like to give a photo. This is her if you're familiar with it. She got the little gray streak going through her hair looking like a goddamn superhero. This is her. See? And so she got that job. Well, she shouldn't be there because they were saying that, she, and I think she just fired a whole bunch of people. I think she fired 100 people, the day before yesterday or something, in her little, department or whatever. So what do you think these people are going to do? Okay. So it says, Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, earlier this week suggested that those discussions represented a threat made by disloyal government employees. What do you mean disloyal? You fired them. Hell, wasn't your ass disloyal? Like they can't go work somewhere else? What do you expect them to do? They took their little, get unemployment until that runs out, and then they what? It says, rather than a clinical warning of the potential risk posed by President Donald Trump's aggressive cost-cutting strategy, and that those involved should be penalized. Well, yeah, I guess it is what it is. It says, I am curious about how they think this is a good tactic to keep their job. Gabbard told Fox News' Jesse Waters on Tuesday. They're exposing themselves essentially by making this indirect threat using their propaganda arm through CNN that they've used over and over and over again to reveal their hand that their loyalty is not at all to America. It is not to the American people or the Constitution. It is to themselves. Well, that's every corporation that's here, though. These American corporations, all their companies are overseas in China and in places where they can get cheap labor and shit. Hell, these billionaires, they not they call themselves Americans. They have American companies, but they do business that they're getting their money because they're getting cheap labor in other countries. So they're not patriotic. They're not here offering those jobs. You know what I'm saying? Shit, there's a gang of these big ass corporations, man, that don't have nothing to do with America. It's just all about the money that they make. Okay, it says, and these are the kind of people. These are exactly the kind of people that we need to root out, get rid of, so that the patriots who do work in this area, who are committed to our core mission, can actually focus on that. Well, again, people are not patriotic like that. You do have some. But America is through, man. It's not what it used to be. Multiple current officials across national security agencies who spoke to CNN on the condition of anonymity expressed frustration at the administration's response to what they see as very real warnings, not partisan swiping. Employees that feel they have been mistreated by an employer have historically been much more likely to disclose sensitive information, said Holden Triplett, who served as Director of Counterintelligence at the National Security Council in the first Trump administration and is a former FBI attaché at the U.S. embassies of Moscow and Beijing. We may be creating, albeit somewhat unintentionally, the perfect recruitment environment. Hey, bro. Especially with these so-called white people, when they have beef against your ass, they want you to hurt. And these people are not going to give not one shit about being an American. Okay, it goes on to say, this isn't reality TV, said another former intelligence official. There are consequences. The CIA and Defense Department are weighing significant staff cuts. The Pentagon said in a memo last week that over 5,000 probationary employees, who in most cases have been in their jobs a year or less, could be fired in the short term. And the CIA has already fired more than 20 officers for their work on the diversity issues, many of whom are now challenging their dismissal in court. The CIA also aggressively seeks to recruit disaffected government employees in adversarial countries all the time. So see, this is something that America does. When people are fired, in these other countries, you don't think that they're trying to recruit them? If they're fired in Russia, if they're fired in China, if they're fired in these different allied countries and shit like that, you don't think that America would are not recruiting these people? So see, America has a problem with they have a hypocrite problem. They're serious hypocrites, but they can't acknowledge it because they have no sense of accountability, man. But this is Galatians 6 and 7, right? It says, "Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." So the same shit that you Americans have been doing all along, these other countries are starting to do. You see? It's ongoing. But see, these Americans, they believe that when they do it, it's okay. But when other countries do it, it's just so fucked up. It's so illegal. Let's get another one to prove that the Lord, he deals with these nations of people. Job 34 and 29, "When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only." See that? When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. See that? So the Lord, he deals with nations of people. He brings nations up. He tears nations down. He sets up kingdoms and he breaks down kingdoms. That's what and he's breaking his kingdom down right now. Because this right here is crazy. When I seen this article, I'm like, man, I gotta do something on this. Because this is stuff that we pray for. We pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for the to give us tokens. I be praying for that, man. Matter of fact, it's a scripture that talks about I be praying for tokens, man. Like, Lord, show me. Let me see. I think it's in the book of Psalms. Let me see. Yep, Psalms 86 and 17. "Show me a token for good, that they which hate me may see it, and be ashamed, because thou, Yahweh, has hope in me, and comforted me." And show me a token for good. You know what I'm saying? Like a token, man. Of what you're doing, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Show us. Let us see some of it, Yahweh. We don't have to see it every day, every single bit of it. But show us a token. Let's get this word, token. H226. A sign. See? A signal. Show us a sign or a signal, Yahweh. A distinguishing mark. A banner. A remembrance. A miraculous sign. An omen. A warning. See that? That's beautiful, man. When I seen this, I'm like, man, hey, this is a token. Because this right here it's overall, it's the fall of this place, man. Okay, it says, yup. And this is what they do. So they're actually hypocrites. It says, "The CIA also aggressively seeks to recruit disaffected government employees in adversarial countries all the time," noted a former intelligence officer, using similar tactics. See? The agency has released a series of public recruitment videos aimed at persuading disgruntled Russian government employees to spy for the United States. Videos that details ways to securely contact the agency. See? Domestic political turbulence in your country. Sign up with us to help us help your country. See? The former official paraphrased the U.S. efforts, adding that those efforts deeply aggravate foreign governments. So the shit that America been doing is now starting to be done to them. The CIA may have already inadvertently put some American secrets within the grasp of foreign spies and hackers in an effort to comply with the executive order to downsize the federal workforce. The CIA earlier this month sent the White House an extraordinarily unusual email listing all new hires that had been with the agency for 2 years or less. A list that included CIA officers who were preparing to operate undercover over an unclassified email server. I remember that. Some of those officers who have had access to classified information about the agency's operations and tradecraft may now be terminated as part of the layoffs. Very stupid. Very, very stupid. So I didn't want to keep this long, but man, when I tell you, ooh, to the woo-woo, this right here ain't is not good business for the U.S., man. Let me get on one more. We end out, and I've been bringing this boy out. It's just been all week long, man. I think it's been coming out every day. One of my favorites. Ecclesiasticus 25:7, also known as the Book of Sirach. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing right now. You're witnessing the fall of your enemies, man. All this infighting. What's going on with all this infighting, man? Why are you firing all your... And you need these people, because some of these people, they've been trying to run back down, but they can't get up with them. Some of them, they fire and they don't have no contacts for them. It's crazy, bro. They like, well, damn, we really needed them. Let's call them back. But it hasn't worked out like that, man. Some of these people, they just like, man, you know what, fuck it. And then they offering them, a payout, you know what I'm saying, to just get the fuck on. So the things that America is doing is not smart. Some of these people know, they know about the nuclear weapons. They know about a lot of shit, man. So it's very stupid for you to say, up, you're fired. You done pissed this motherfucker off. You done fired him for nothing. Some of these people have been there for a long time. What do you think a disgruntled employee is going to do? If you worked at McDonald's, and McDonald's fired your ass after being dedicated to him for all these years, why wouldn't Burger King pick you up? But what are they doing over there? What are they, what's the recipe for this? What's that? This, that, and how are they doing this or how are they doing that? It's people out here that they don't mind giving up their info when they feel like they've been hurt. It's almost like a woman in a relationship, and she finds out that her man is so-called cheating on her. Everything that man has ever told her, every secret that man has ever told her, she's gonna tell that next man and whoever the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? Because she's hurt. And a person scoring, man, when they're scoring, man, when they feel that, they feel as if they've been done dirty. Oh, man, yeah. These Americans, man, they will go hard body about destroying you. And so it's nothing for these people to take these jobs, man. Like, oh, for real? You doing what? And I'm telling you, they're going to offer them a little bit more. Hey, what you was making there, we're going to pay you double. We're going to, don't worry about rent. Don't worry about no gas for no car. We got a company car. You're going to have a gas card. You're going to we're going to give you a spending stipend and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about any of that. We're going to take great care of you. You can work from your luxury apartment that we're going to give you. And don't think these people, man, because some of these people, a lot of people leaving America anyway. And they're not thinking of coming back here, man. Ain't nobody, a lot of these people, man, they been got up and boogied, man. These people getting the fuck up out of here, man. And they not coming back. They not, they're not, matter of fact, it's a lot of people, they just like, we denounce our American citizenship. Because you can do that. I'm not sure the process, but you can go through the process of saying, you know what, hey, I'm done with America. You don't have to, have like no dual citizenship. Because if you get a dual citizenship, of course, you're going to have to, continue on having to pay taxes to America as well as wherever it is that you're traveling abroad, or at least it used to be that way. But anyway, yeah, this is some great stuff right here, man. So, but why do Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for the tokens, man, and continue on praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for these types of things to happen, because that little outbreak that we just seen, and it's all over the news too. That's the hot topic right now. Matter of fact, I can go into YouTube right now and just go to the home screen and the news, and I'm willing to bet you it's all kinds of shit on that. Let me see. Where's the news at? It's people all live. It's all kinds of stuff, man. See right here. Everybody talking about it. Alabama leader reacts to Trump Zelensky Oval Office arrangement. See, you got it on NBC Philadelphia. Eyewitness News. See, this is the type. This is the breaking news. This is the hot topic. This is gonna be talked about all week, and it's not just here in the Americas. This right here is being spoken of throughout the world right now. These world leaders are looking at America like, you know what? They're a piece of shit, man, and we need to find ways to get around them and stop dealing with them. That's the reason why you got the BRICS nations informing. And so a lot of these allies, man, of America, they about to, get the fuck away from them, and they're gonna Scripture talks about how they're going to hate the whore. See, here's another one. Dallas Fort Worth. Everybody talking about it. NBC News. This is the top story. Ain't no other top news stories in here right now. Embarrassing and dangerous. See, this is what a lot of these people are saying about Trump, man, and JD Vance right now. Yep. Here's another one. It's the whole top row. That's your top story right now. And then the guy went on Fox News. Zelensky asked whether he owes Trump an apology. See, they grabbed this guy right up. They walked him right out of the White House, and he walked right into a Fox News. Well, he was already there. The press was there, because it was live on Fox. That's where I saw that. So here you go. There you go, right there. The world is talking about this. So with this little shit show that they got going on, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of I wouldn't doubt if a lot of these people would offer their services to another country, man, which is kind of crazy, bro. You ask me. So you Trump supporters, you MAGAs. This is only 2 months in, man, and this is what you got. And this guy going full force, that kind of pride. He's definitely he's setting this place up for the fall, man. Because him, JD Vance, that whole crew, man, his whole crew. Elon Musk. That's a proud group, man. And a bunch of billionaires at that. They're not thinking about you regular citizens that's paying $20 for a carton of eggs. Those are all billionaires that's surrounded by this guy. All right? So anyway, I'm going to end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Continue on praying for the downfall of Babylon. With that, shalom.